they're pushing for more NTT. Raphael is actually headed to the other gate to get it open, and we are going to see that Boyman is in the area for support. So Phosphorus might be able to make it after all, making a mad dash for the gate with the help of that broken windows trait. Going to loop around a little bit, trying to get in the good graces of Boyman. We are unfortunately going to see that down, but detention is almost out. We're mere seconds away, and Boyman is here.
Yeah, and the forward still have one full football to utilize. Can they cover for the psychologist? I think that is possible. A 3-man escape.
Even though they are like rescuing and very good for rescuing other characters off of the rocket chair here, but the Bonbon is a very deadly chair camper character. He's very notorious for having very good camping skills, so it's going to be a huge risk if they were to come and rescue. But as we can see here, Kurokawa overextending, allowing the Seer to come in and do a sneaky rescue out from under his nose, and able to pull off the rescue, putting the chase back onto the Composer. But
I'm not certain. Well, he is going to drop the chair, BK, but now the psychologist is up. Like, I think that's your question answered. Now the $1 million question is, can Death Force find where is the psychologist? Because the psychologist already got out of the gate area, and he will be like making a U-turn all the way across the Dancing Asia to try and make the dungeon. But if Death Force being able to know, though, he's actually very close right now, but still not being able to find the correct direction. Death Force mistakenly thought that the psychologist is around the corner house, but the psychologist is already near the graveyard, but Death Force doesn't seem to know it.
it seems that the psychologist is already at the dungeon and Death Force on the other side of the map. He's not going to be able to make it there in time, so I do believe that this is going to be a 3-kill, 1 escape.
Oh, I just knew it was so much at once. I mean, you got that beautiful,
Oh, what?
Ooh! Oh, so much happening now even still. We're gonna see the forward go to the chair, get in here, and the forward's gonna get down before he can pull this rescue off. It really is Battle of the Hunters today.
And that is a very nice and a pretty beautiful rescue from Blue, able to pull off because the ciphers are already primed and currently, like we can see, the ciphers have been popped and we are approaching a 4-man endgame now, and the dungeon is also in the center, so the Nino here will have to be very, very careful.
Yes, he has to be very careful not to let Dragon just slip out of his grasp at all, because if he does, it's going to be like a 4 escape situation if Dragon can reach the dungeon. But it seems that Dragon does have other plans, instead trying to get to the back gate and forcing the Nino to change to teleport. Forcing him to use the one resource that he does have is going to be very interesting. But Dragon here trying to rush over to the dungeon. Jong, he's rushing over to the dungeon, but he's going to make it. Oh my goodness.
Going to be chasing us here once more, just trailing on, continuing to follow Zed here. Maybe we'll come in and disrupt the steep running. Gotta be careful of that pallet, but not careful enough, NTT. We're gonna see a pallet stun on Seichu.
Lucia has a phenomenal kite at the early game here. The owl is still available for that. Managed to bait out the normal hit. Seichu is at a very tough situation in this area. No hit onto the seer yet. So no ability to dash to the survivor. 95% of humidity, but not down yet.
So close to getting that humidity hit on the seer. Unfortunately, of course, not being able to have those dashes that we do not have that presence. We do have Blink, however, which will come into play. Kind of comes into play, probably soon, maybe later. We are going to see the Owl, however, come into play right now. So using that Owl transition a little bit, but able to disrupt the Psychologist Cypher in this area. So that's a little bit unfortunate. We'll be forced to move out of the way just to save the fight in this area. Would maybe be forced to Psyche. Start a different Cypher entirely, but what a beautiful kite from Zed so far. Only landing the first hit now, a minute and 30 seconds into the game.
Yeah, it would be best for the seer now to force out the blink or even manage to get an owl, because the owl meter is already at 95%. Can the owl come in early? Oh, the one that's coming is the forward.
There it is, that forward support we were worried about in the little pause there. It is coming in, that forward coming in to support the seer, but we got the blink, and the blink is going to come in NTT. However, the seer does have something to use on the rebound.
Kind of like potentially letting the sculptor unlock a second presence, which can snowball into a bad mid to late game. It looks like they are going for the rescue. Psychologist around area just trying to get that rescue on the like vibration breaking against a terror shock instead.
Into the terror shock on the psychologist. The survivor's plans really backfired on them, not to mention the fact that now the sculptor is at full presence and really chipping down the forward. who is going to be coming in for the rescue, trying to use his football to try and stun, but gets hit out of the stun, trying to escape and just trying to make the best out of a bad situation, but getting hit again out of his stun. Fool me once, shame on you, but then fool me twice, shame on me. It seems that this is a really bad situation for these survivors right now, as now S is going to get blink hit by Kurokawa's Sculptor right now, playing around the pallet, and it does not pay. The mercenary is the one decoding a cipher and is very far, so now the prospector is going to be trying to go in for the rescue, but then is scared off by Kuga here. Really just trying to threaten the survivors as much as possible, but the prospector going in for a sneaky rescue and is able to get it off. And as we see, the female dancer using the flywheel, getting the hit off on the psychologist instead, but they're not able to escape the water in time, and both of them go down to the water damage instead. There is one save left, and now the female dancer is going to be going down. A triple down situation, Kiara.
Almost enough. The battle just has to make sure the lawyer gets lift now. The lawyer gets down, however, it's not too much of a problem. Battle in full health and very healthy state, just around trying to buy more time for a team. Cyphers are almost time, as mentioned before. They just have like to last a little longer. Gets the rescue of the lawyer and gets the ball, and like his speed boost comes into action. Lawyer
A little bit, but managing to get a chip in on the mystery, meaning that he will be one hit for detention, but Epsilon hiding very sneakily and managing to get that balloon rescue off, plus the elbow pads from the mystery on the lawyer, as the psychologist managing to use that fast vaulting ability. Now the psychologist, the batter is going to be available to help to down the lawyer again, and helping to rescue the lawyer. I mean, and Kuga going to be downing the lawyer once again. Detention is over, I do believe, so it's going to be very hard for Kuga to recover from this. Now going for another rescue. My god, this batter is really just like farming the deduction points right now.
pretty healthy. However, like it's looking a little not so good on the survivor side, because right now Fault has to go in to rescue, and Time Merchant's Cypher is being harassed.
Yeah, it's going to be quite bad as well, because the Antiquarian going down as well, and I also don't believe that she has a self-heal, meaning that she can this Kurokawa here can just leave the Antiquarian down on the ground until one of these survivors has to go heal her up. I don't think she has a self-heal anymore, so right now it's just all on Mini Blue, the forward, to try and get a rescue off, and then it's going to be on Mini Shadow to try and kite as long as possible to try and stall for this last remaining ciphers.
Right, Forward just using all his ball to try and get to a chair to get a rescue on the Toy Merchant, but however gets the hit, gets the double star where he makes it, but however Toy Merchant couldn't make it in time for a catapult to take place. And as you mentioned just now, like Daniel Curry has already used himself here right now, and just has to chair the Toy Merchant and tunnel forward to get a 4 kill and also the win for his team.
That is very true, and as we can see, getting the forward down in the factory building very shortly after the Toy Merchant. Very well played by Kurokawa here, and going to be chairing the forward immediately here instead of going for the Toy Merchant. So as you can see, the Antiquarian does not have the self-heal ability, so now just going over to the Toy Merchant and trying to pick her up before she can self-heal. But she tries to self-heal, but she ends up, oh no, she's just it seems that she's just given up and is just going to be standing there. A rather unfortunate rather unfortunate turn of events here. It seems that the FT survivors have just, accepted their fate and are going to be getting the 4 elimination here by Kurokawa's Disciple. Very well done